Hello everyone, and welcome to another snapshot video. So two snapshots have released since my last video, and I did a video on the last snapshot, but we had an issue with our in-game audio not recording. Then we had an issue with our in-game audio being too loud. So hopefully we've got it all figured out and we can get into this because there's so many things and so uh contain my excitement. I'm trying to record a video. So, first things we're going to start with is we are going to go into survival. And they added the sponge and the wet sponge into the list of things that can be mined with a hoe quickly. So normally that would be the speed in which you'd have to mine the wet sponge after draining a lake or an ocean monument, and now it's really, really fast, and I like that. That is awesome. So let's go ahead and throw this on, and let's jump on through into the Nether after we reset our game mode. So here we are in our little spot that we found in the last snapshot video. So actually I needed to stay in survival, that's right. So the next thing that they added was the has to do with the nether gold ore. It can now be mined with any pickaxe. There's a netherite pickaxe. We just did the stone, and you'll see that we actually get golden nuggets. So the only way to obtain the ore is with silk touch. That'll give us the nether gold ore, and then we can still smelt this for a 1-to-1 so we can get the gold ingots. Now let's go back into creative. So the gold nuggets, this just gives us a way if we're running through the nether to where we can get some gold, and we can trade with these guys, the piglins. So these guys will actually be interested in the gold ore itself now, and they're also, as far as I know, interested in regular gold ore. Yeah, that same greedy guy picked that up too, but you'll see that they didn't drop anything. The gold ore, they just look at it and then they take it. I don't know if that is a bug or an intended feature. You still have to give these guys regular old gold to get anything from them. And this right here, this bartering system, I have been messing with this quite a bit. And look at that, we got some nether brick. Oh, I can't wait. Um, these guys right here, I don't know if I mentioned this in the last video, but if we were to kill one of these guys, they give us some raw pork chops. So we do have a sustainable amount or a sustainable source of food in the nether. So in the last one, we took a look at the crying obsidian block, which was pretty awesome. There is now a thing that you can do with the crying obsidian. Take 6 of those in a crafting table like so, and a little bit of glowstone. And we get ourselves this respawn anchor. So the respawn anchor is a pretty neat, nope, we need this. It's pretty neat. You can set this thing up. It is a cool looking block. Low. You can take full glowstone and we can charge this up. So that's 1 charge right there, 2, 3, and 4. And as you can see, it also spreads out to a light source. So if you wanted to, we could make a bunch of these in your nether and you could have just a lit path kind of going to wherever you want to. But also, with no glowstone in your hand, you right click on this and now our respawn point is set. So if we were to die, which we will demonstrate later, we will respawn here. And that is an awesome feature. If you use these in the overworld or the end, they will act like using a bed in the nether and they will blow up. So another thing that was added in, let's see, has to do with a little bit of redstone and this nylium stuff here. So if you wanted to, we could set up a little bit of a redstone apparatus here with some sticky pistons, and you can bone meal this stuff. So bone mealing will get these, let's see, Let's take this off of our hotbar. The crimson roots, that's what they're called. And it'll also give us the crimson fungi. And you can break that stuff using a piston. You see right there, it happened. If we, oh, there we go. There's a little fungus block or mushroom. Boom. So we now have 2 of those where we only had 1 in our inventory before. So the nice thing about that is now the warped forest or the warped wood and the crimson wood is now renewable with a little bit of bone meal and a little bit of redstone action, and that is awesome. So now we can grow these trees. You can use the hose to break the nether wart and the shroom lights or the warped wart, and then hit these with an axe, and we have a renewable source of trees. So let's see, what is next? So we went through that. Also added was the polished basalt and regular old basalt. So the polished basalt is a nice little cleaned up block. Here is the basalt, which I really enjoy these blocks, and they are directional. As you can see there, we can place them in different ways. This is just the original basalt block, and the polished block, same thing. Looks really nice. I really like it. I think it's nice and clean. Now there are 2 ways to get the polished basalt. We can craft it like any other polished item in the crafting table here. Or if we get ourselves I believe it's a stone cutter, right? I should know this. I used to play Pocket Edition when this thing was a block way back when. So we pop those in there, and you can do a 1-for-1 to polished basalt. So let's go ahead and get that out, and let's take a look at the next thing. So the next thing that we have is this lodestone. That is a new block. If we look in our crafting table under recipes here, lodestone, all craftable, showing all. How do we spell it? Did I spell it wrong? L-O-D, no? Do I not have the crafting materials for it? It should pop up, right? There's a clock, a loom. Interesting. It is craftable. I do not remember. It's in a decoration. Yeah, L-O-D-E. Block of... Okay, so let's see. I know what the crafting recipe is, so let's get some chiseled. Chiseled there, and some of this. Okay, so we take the chiseled stone like so, and then a netherite ingot, and that's how you get the lodestone block. I don't know why it didn't come up in here. Showing all, showing craftable. Well, there it is. Anyway, this block, if you place it down, doesn't do much. It looks cool. I guess we can make a bunch of them if you wanted a fancy new block. But the neat thing about this is you take a compass and you right click it to that, which changes this to a lodestone compass, and now anywhere we go, if you're looking at the compass, it's always pointing to this block. So I typically have not had a problem getting lost in the nether or any other place. I like to travel out and figure things or explore things, but it can be pretty tricky with the new terrain and the new different places and get turned around pretty easy. So now we have a way to find our way back to wherever our base is, or you could set this up by your portal, and as long as you're finding the compass, it's pretty good. I mean, obviously we have the the F3 screen with all the different coordinates, but this is neat. You can also set up multiples of these. So let's grab ourselves another compass, and we'll just get rid of that. So we have this compass pointing at this one, and this compass pointing at this one, and that's pretty cool. Now, if we break this block, you'll see that the compass freaks out, which is pretty awesome, but you can use the same compass and just right-click on this block, and it will reset it to a different lodestone. So you can keep using the same compass or make a bunch of these different things. Now, the lodestone block is going to be a little bit difficult to acquire because you are going to have to go into the nether and find some ancient debris and get yourself a netherite ingot to make those. Let's see. So we've talked about all these different things. One thing that we should look at real quick, we're going to need a little bit of stick. Probably that many, and we're going to need some string. Okay. So you can make a fishing rod with 3 sticks and 2 pieces of string. Pretty simple, right? They added a new warped of fungus on a stick, which is like that. Pretty easy recipe. Just got to get yourself 1 mushroom, 1 fishing rod, no big deal. Now you can acquire string in the nether one of 2 ways. There is the bartering system with the piglins, and the other way has to do with the new mob. So we're going to go out and look for this mob in just a minute. But this is what he looks like. This is the Strider. Kind of a odd looking thing. Just a block with legs. But if you do kill these guys, they drop string. It's, I believe, 2 to 5. Let's see. We are going to get ourselves... You know what? Doesn't matter. Let's see if we can go find ourselves a little bit of a lava lake. Should be one, I believe, right here. And this is where these guys spawn in. They spawn in these big lava lakes like this. There they are. And these guys are pretty cool. They got little saddles on them. I want to see. They're not... Are you interested in this? They're not interested in the crimson fungus, but they are interested in the warped fungus. So standing on the edge of the land here, we can see this guy like so. You could... Oh, that was a different thing. We can jump on them. And if we get out our little fishing rod, we can cruise. We can cruise. It's not a lava boat that everybody was talking about, but we can get moving with these guys. So, let's see. It's shift to dismount. They will dump you right in the lava. They do not care. Now, if you get 2 of these guys, they are a passive mob, by the way. That is just a little baby. Let's go ahead and just... Sure. That didn't work. Come here. Come on. Come on, guys. So you saw earlier, I clicked on this guy. Gets the little love hearts. This is a baby. I thought this was a baby. Oh, no, it worked. There we go. So you can breed them up, and you get the achievement for it. That's pretty cool. And they make the little baby ones. Now, some of these guys have saddles, and some of these guys don't. So if you have a saddle with your person, you can throw it on the ones that don't, and you can cruise across the lava lakes with them and stuff like that. I would make sure that you have a fire-resistant potion, because these guys will dump you in the lava, and you will die. So now... Let's see, did I forget anything? So we've got the respawn anchor, used for the crying obsidian, the bartering system, different golds. I think we've got just about everything. Now, I have all my stuff on me, so let's go into game mode survival, because we said we would do this, and if we were over here trying to get these guys' attention, just cruising on through the nether as we would. And obviously my stuff isn't going to burn because it's netherite, but hello. Jerk. Let's go. Let's go, my dude. So if we got to where we wanted to go, Well, I guess they don't dump you in lava. You can get them to go up on land. If you're messing around and you accidentally jump off, you're in lava, you're trying to get out, panicking as most people do because you can't swim worth nothing in lava. We respawn, back at our anchor. Oh, and this guy's mad. Oh, this guy's mad. Bye, dude. Anyway, you respawn at the respawn anchor, which is really, really nice, and you can see that we lost a charge right here. So my advice, I guess, would be to get a simple chest. You can throw it down here, throw a bunch of glowstone in there, and then you can keep this thing recharged if you die, when you die, and all of those things. So let's go back over here and see if our items... See, everything should have burned up but our netherite stuff, right? So we jumped off of this guy right here. Oh, our gold made it because it landed on the ledge there. So we got our pickaxe, we got our helmets, we got... I don't like going through the fire, that kind of gets in the way of the recording. So we got our boots, we got that stuff, we got that, and we are going to have to get ourselves this back. Just for future snapshot videos. So we're going to take that off our person, we're going to take this off. We're going to just leave that on the hotbar, and the netherite hoe can stay. So that is pretty much everything with the two snapshots now. These guys are pretty hostile towards us. I've already lost my way. Where did we come in at? It's over here. The Soul Sand Valley. Up here. And let's see. This is the top part of that forest. I'm sitting here saying how good I am at navigating, and we're lost. It's up here. And then back down here. See, we found it. I'm pretty good, I said that. I'm pretty good at finding my way through the nether and the overworld and the end and stuff like that. The lodestone block, I forgot to mention, is usable in both the overworld, in the overworld, the nether, and the end. Across dimension, it can be used, so that's really nice. You could set up lodestone blocks to find your way back to an end city if you wanted to continue raiding it, and all kinds of different things. This guy's sneaking up behind me. And I'm sure there's different implications that we use it for mini games and things like that, but I really wanted to go through this. I had to calm myself down to record this video. There's so many things that have been added, and it is awesome. So we'll see what they add next time. Stay tuned for more of these videos, as well as Sky Factory and Truly Bedrock. That's going to do it for me today. I hope you enjoyed the video. As always, leave a like, leave a comment, consider subscribing if you're new, and I will see you on the next one.